Hey YouTube, it is Bopa
and Bodhi.
and we're making a video. We haven't made a video all week. We actually been really busy this weekend. Just going here and there and everywhere. So yeah, so we wanted to make a quick video. Anyways, okay.
It's late.
So yeah, it's late. So how about the video we posted on Friday night where obviously we were gonna go get dressed down. I had my hair done, I was dressed. No, we did. We left here. We pulled maybe 4 blocks away, parked in front of a place we go to eat for like appetizers and stuff like that. Pulled in there and decided that we did not want to eat there. And I decided I was tired and I want to go home. So we came home and we watched the L Word until we fell asleep.
Yeah, basically that was our
We're
Friday
crazy.
night.
We are crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, we still enjoyed our time with each other, so
Yeah, we had
it
fun.
was good.
Yeah.
And what happened Saturday? Saturday we went to visit your cousin.
Yeah, my cousin. He's in rehab, so we went to go visit him and see how he was doing in the mountains, and they have him secluded, all crazy.
And we got very emotional.
I don't even. My Lanta. They asked me a question about what would I do if he relapsed. First of all, I did not know anything about my cousin before he came up here because I'm originally from Texas, so I know nothing about nothing. My family lives down there, but I don't talk to them all the time, so I don't know anything about my cousin and his problems or whatever. But there was families there that I feel so bad for those families who deal with addicts and things like that because that's a lot. And even hearing the stories, it's emotionally draining. And then they ask, they go around the room and they ask, I don't know what they called us, clients or I don't know. Basically, they ask the family members, okay, now you're supposed to tell the addict basically what you would do if they relapse, And me and my cousin, I mean, we're close and stuff like that, but we haven't really talked about if he were to relapse or what happens next. And so yeah, it did get pretty emotional. And of course, I'm talking to people, and I'm just like, because you're talking like in a group. I'm talking to my cousin, but everyone in the group is like staring at me. So it was a little awkward. And I did cry, but it's alright.
Yeah. I thought that the meeting or the orientation that we went to, the way that they set it up was really good. If you guys never been to one and you have a loved one who is going through the same situation, um, please go to one because um, thinking the way that you think and actually sitting there and listening to other people's stories and what they had went through, I mean, it's really tough.
And it's eye opening. Like,
Yeah.
you don't realize a lot. And it's kind of crazy because I was there and I was just like, it taught me a lot. Like, I thought I knew a lot. And I have been through some stuff, back in my day, with things and having issues and stuff like that. And there's a lot of things that did hit home for me, and I even came home and that later on that night went to go see my parents and I was like talking to my dad and, just telling him, my feelings about some of the things that, they did talk about and stuff like that. And I think that because a lot of parents and a lot of people think that if someone has a problem that they just need to quit it and that's it, and that it's simple. Just don't use or don't do this or don't do that. Which yeah, it sounds like it'd be that easy, but it's not. And unless you're in it and you're the one doing it or you know someone, you don't know. And that what we went to, the group thing that we went to, definitely I think it would make someone look at it a lot different, But so yes, that was our Saturday.
And today we did the walk for dimes. What's it called?
Yeah, the March for Dimes for babies and premature babies and things like that. And that was nice. There was a lot of people walking around town, and so that was nice.
Yeah.
And then we also signed up for this organization. It's called we just signed up for it. I don't remember like
Family Pride.
yeah, Philly Family Pride, basically families, you know, gay and lesbian families in the Philadelphia area and surrounding areas. I guess they get together and do family functions and things like that, just to get the kids around each other and just for other families to meet other families if you don't know any. And so we signed up for that this weekend, which we're super excited about and cannot wait. I know Pride's coming up, and I'm super excited, and I want to do all these things.
Yeah.
So we had a pretty good weekend. Tonight's topic is past relationships, and how we feel about them, because obviously we were with other people before we met each other. I mean, I guess not obviously, but I would think a lot of the people, I would think a lot of the people, you know, had past relationships, um, and sometimes it comes into play, and it's tough. It really is. It's a lot easier like just to be like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with that and be out. But obviously, when you're in a committed relationship, or you know you're thinking about it and you really like the person a lot, then you gotta kind of know what you can and cannot handle. You know, when it comes to someone's ex or someone's anything that is gonna affect your relationship with that person. I know us. I know us. We do have some ex issues. Not with me at all, because I don't. Shoot. But Bowie definitely does, and we have her ex, that is there, um, for the time being. I guess kind of because it is what it is, and you know, I mean, I don't like it. I hate it. At first, it was really hard for me because I have never had to deal with an ex being there. Um, but then again, everyone that I had dated or talked to, they never really had anything substantial as far as relationship goes, to where like they would have to have an ex be around, you know. So, and I never thought that I would. I'd always be like, oh, if that person has an ex that's in the picture for any type of reason, I don't even want to touch that because I'm good. But I got tricked into it somehow. I don't even know. And
I did some voodoo.
what? Yeah, some Cambodian voodoo. But yeah, and I remember I actually had to see this girl. The first time I saw her.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, oh my goodness. I hope we plan on talking about
What's
this.
your word? Oh my Lanta.
Oh my Lanta. No, because okay, the situation, without going too much detail, basically they have to communicate. So they have to communicate. Well, the ex did not know anything about me because that's her business. She doesn't need to tell the ex, oh, I got a girl, oh, I whatever, whatever. So initially, the first time, I believe I was at her parents' house. You know, I went over there for the weekend, and the ex was supposed to meet her, for a specific reason. Quit doing that. And she's shaking her leg. So she's like, "What's she gonna say?" Um, and I happened to walk upstairs for something, and of course the ex didn't know anything about anything. Um, and I walked downstairs, and here she looks at me like, "Who the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?" And then she walks out, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness, that was her." And yeah, that took me a long. I wasn't prepared to actually see the person. I knew about it, and obviously her not knowing about me, and she kind of just like came up in the parents' house like nothing.
I didn't tell her to come in. She just walked in on her own. I was actually gonna just talk to her outside of the house, but she invited herself in, and I apologize for that.
Yeah, and she did, and that was definitely, you know, and she has to like tell her like, look, I don't know, I don't even know what her she's We ain't gonna talk about her
The
because
girl is crazy.
yeah, she's a little bat. So basically, Bodhi had to, like tell her what the deal was and tell her like she can't be walking in her parents' house and whatever, just because. Because I think they had to talk and Bodhi had texted her like I gotta talk to you, whatever, and she's like just come to my parents' house. So I guess she thought that meant come inside, and lo and behold, she saw me, and you know, but then so anyways, that's something we have to deal with, and we're dealing with it. And that day, I remember I was sick in my stomach, and I was like, "Oh my god, like this fucking thing." It was horrible, but now, you know, I deal with it because I love her, and I know what it is, you know, and I knew what it was in the beginning, but I think just to actually have her like right here in front of my face was totally. I was unprepared for it, and it caught me off guard. But you know, I guess that's just something I have to be an adult about and just take it for what it is. And, as long as I have trust, which I do, then nothing else matters. And at that point in time, we did have trust already. So it wasn't like it was like, oh my God, like, is she gonna keep calling or whatever, whatever. Like, Bodhi was very upfront about it, as far as telling me, like, look, I don't talk to her, whatever, whatever. And then I saw for myself things. And then slowly over time, I mean, now, like for her to tell me like, oh, she's this, she's that, of course you think that, your partner's gonna be like talking shit about their ex. Of course, they're not gonna say nothing good. But then like literally like now, time has gone by and I see the issues that are happening and I'm just like, oh my God, I don't even know how you even dealt with that for so long. But yeah. So anyways, so that's what that is. And as far as Bodhi, I know I do talk about my past, and I know that sometimes that bothers her. The fact that I have not always known that I was gay, and the fact that I did date men, that bothers her a lot, and she does not like to talk about it. But we're gonna make her. So your feelings, honey. Oh,
What?
2 minutes left.
2 minutes. Okay. I mean, yeah, at first, I had a problem with it. And the way that we met was, it's just like the communication between the both of us was really good. Um, we both were very open with each other. We didn't hide anything from each other, about the past, present, anything that happened. And we would call each other and say, this is what happened this day, and everything was just the truth. And um, it's kind of hard hearing about her past, but at the same time, I do love her, and it is what it is, and you just, have to accept it and just move on. And that's what I had to do. I mean, some days it does come up again, and we go through what we go through, but at the end we always seem to work it out.
Of course we do.
And
because that's all it is the past, and it doesn't matter. We all have our journeys that lead us to where we are now. I mean, it would be great if we didn't, and we met each other, and we were in elementary, and we ended up together. But that's not how it goes. I mean, that's not how it goes all the time. Some stories do end up like that, but not ours. We had a bunch of shit until we met each other, and when we met each other, I remember her saying, "Finally." Finally, it's our time now.
yeah, finally, where have you been?
Right. And I feel the same way, So, it's good.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyways, our time's almost up. Thanks for watching, and I guess we'll see you later on this week.
And good night. And Leah.
I have no clue what she means. Adios.
Yeah.
All right.
Take care, you guys.